What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohemoth, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm gonna pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
Service announcement from Benjamin C. Steele talking to you about wearing a mask. Not this one, but this one. With everything going on right now with this pandemic, you need to wear a mask. My mask is for your safety. Your mask is for mine. I don't care what your uncles, brothers, best friends, mailman's roommate from college put on social media. Chances are they didn't think it through, and there's a very better than average chance that they're an idiot. So when you go outside, you put on your little mask over your face, put the little straps around your ears, and we're all going to be a lot safer. This is a team.
Zeke Mercer, one half of the Tag Team Champions. I'm here to tell you that if you want to be a champion, if you want to survive this thing, wear your freaking mask, okay? It comes in all different colors. You can get Eclipse Blue, JC White and Black, or even hell, Blue and Gold. But guys, please, also remember, please, it goes over the nose. Over the nose. Thank you.
What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohemian, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm gonna pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
public service announcement from Benjamin C. Steele talking to you about wearing a mask. Not this one, but this one. With everything going on right now with this pandemic, you need to wear a mask. My mask is for your safety. Your mask is for mine. I don't care what your uncles, brothers, best friends, mailman's roommate from college put on social media. Chances are they didn't think it through, and there's a very better than average chance that they're an idiot. So when you go outside, you put on your little mask over your face, put the little straps around your ears, and we're all going to be a lot safer. This is a team.
Zeke Mercer, one half of the tag team champions. I'm here to tell you that if you want to be a champion, if you want to survive this thing, wear your freaking mask, okay? It comes in all different colors. You can get Eclipse Blue, JC White and Black, or even Hell Blue and Gold. But guys, please, also remember, please, it goes over the nose. Over the nose. Thank you.
What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohemian, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm gonna pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by Indy Wrestling US. Check out IWC, RWA, and more. And listeners like you, support this show at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect.
It is the Wrestling Mayhem Show episode, and we're ready to talk professionalized wrestling. That's 737 Tuesdays. It's a palindrome. You can tell he's a science guy, right? I'm Mike Sawyer. Got Sorgatron on Twitter here in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, PA. And something broke. What is happening to this computer over here? We're going to fix some stuff on the side over here. Nothing that you can see, but it's distracting me, so we're going to do that. But we got a live podcasting, ladies and gentlemen. It's not every week that we're going to spend time catching up people off air because it's not every week that Mad Mike got married. Got married, and last night on the Monday night show, he debuted Autumn Mike.
Yes, but Sorg, Autumn Mike is not something you should expect every week. Autumn Mike is a mood. It's a lifestyle choice. It's a feeling, really.
Yes, yes. Tonight is not that feeling.
No, tonight's not that feeling. And who knows? I was telling the wife about this, and she's like, "You should have mics for every season." And I'm like, "You're absolutely correct."
Well, I do, but it's more of an actual mood, and I'm. Yeah, no.
One of these days, I'm just gonna show up in a parka, and it's gonna be winter, Mike. Yep.
And you get all the seasons dead on because you're in like upstate New York. So
yeah, we really have 4 defined seasons.
Very defined.
Sometimes some of them do a run in on the other ones.
Oh yeah, we get that. We get that here. Yeah. It gets a little more mushy in Pittsburgh these days. So
yeah. Sometimes winter does a run in on spring. Sometimes spring does a run in on fall. Like
listen,
summer rarely runs in. Summer's usually
that's right.
a tweener as far as it goes.
Well, while I appreciate that we've done the podcasting trope of talking about our individual places' weather, despite none of you probably being in the locations we are, judging by the chat room. Also, I do have to mention from the chat room that's happening right now live on the Facebook that married Mike the Science Guy.
I just like that tweet. Good job, Dave.
I think that should be your Twitter moniker.
I think it's too long.
It's too long. I don't know. No, not like your name, not like the name, the but like the.
I think it's too long.
I don't know, man. I've seen like whole sentences.
Plus, I do like my thing is still socially distant because I think that accurately represents.
Yes. Well, I'm very excited because I realized, I don't know if I mentioned this last night, but I realized the RV is going to be a quarantine on wheels the way we're planning it.
Yeah.
The country. I'm like
hermetically sealed.
We can do this.
Meth.
Kind
Naked
of
podcasts.
Not naked. What'd you say? Naked?
Making meth and podcasts.
Making meth and podcasts with my mother.
That's what I. So.
Okay. Yeah. But so I'm excited for that. We're going to do this in the safest way, and I think there's a way you can do that. If you can fly, you can definitely RV. Anyways. It's going to be a very interesting 3 weeks in November is what I'm saying. Guys, it is the Wrestling Mayhem Show. You can check out everything at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. You can hit us up at the email address.
Good times.
Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. You can drop your phone number hotline, 412-206-WMS0. Make sure you star it so it's what you call when you're drunk. I think Dutter's just updated that. And for all of you that don't have a drunk chat in your Slack like we do now, that was a request. I didn't know if you saw that come in today, Mike.
I'm excited for it.
Yes, we're doing that so Dutter stops drunk chatting with wrestlers. But anyways, tweet us at Mayhem Show and tell us about your drunk chats. And also hit us up on the Facebook page and group. We're also on, I mentioned the Twitter, but we're also on the YouTube page where you can check out all the shows and past shows and clips and stuff like that. So you don't miss any of it. And we're live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. We were technically live, and then we talked about Mike's wedding off air for 20 minutes. But we were catching up Dutters and everything. And don't worry, it's recorded, and you can hear about the Mad Mike behind-the-scenes shenanigans for Married Mike Science Guy over there. There's no, you know what? He's always danced, but now it's like a more merryful dance than ever before. Really, let a shoulder moving.
There is one thing I forgot to mention both last night and tonight. My wedding suite was 316.
I saw that.
Yeah, I got handed that key when I checked into the hotel, and I'm like, this is a good sign.
That's a very good sign. Absolutely. You can also, we did that. Check. We are live, like I said, Tuesday at 9 p.m. And that is on the Facebook, that is on the Twitter, that is on the Facebook page. Wherever you want to experience the Mayhem Show, sling it to a device, have the app for it. Amongst those, we should be there. If we're not, let us know. Hey, we're even on Vimeo. We're technically even streaming on Vimeo via the Indy Wrestling US account over there. So it's everywhere. And a lot of great stuff over there at Indy Wrestling US. We'll talk about that later in the show. We also would like to thank our streaming partner, the 405media.com. Somehow they're still carrying us even after last week.
Blue Tista, no matter who Tista.
And also, since we don't have a guest, I don't know, Mike, do you want to read the Patreon supporters for this week?
Not especially.
That's all right. Then we'll go back to me. First of all, you can support the show at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show, including our friends at the fan of the show level. Diggity! Woo! It's been a while since I've done that, so I had to build up. Also, Ed Burke, Bobby F. J. Town, and Team Hammer Fist, our friends at the Poppy Club, Bradley Ruthers at Dave Podner and Tina Keys at the Pizza Club, Doc Remedy and Kyle Turner, and our friends at the manager level supporting the show so well as OccupyProWrestling.com and Farnsworth Investments. Thank you, everybody, helping keep the lights on here at Sorgatron Media Studios. You don't know how accurate that is. in these times.
I think they do. The lights are on.
The lights are on, and I have rope lights in the window. You can see them. You can see them reflecting over here. Those are the ones that I was wrapped in the other night. Yes. I was in danger.
I was in danger.
I had electrical rope lights wrapped around me, lying in bed.
Yeah,
I don't
Sounds
think
all
that's
right.
safe. It's plugged into. It's plugged.
sounds like your average CZW match.
It plugs. It plugs into the wall, and I did not read the hazard instructions. So I mean.
I think you're fine.
Is it more dangerous than the John Moxley match? I don't know. Is it more dangerous than having a wrestling match in the Thunderdome? I don't know. We'll explore that a little later in the show.
Oh, apparently, I'm not sure if this is actually going to be a thing, but there may be a Mario Kart race in the Thunderdome coming soon.
What? Okay. Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah, support us, patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. Thank you so much. Wait, no. So what?
So, Xavier Woods and Tyler Breeze over the weekend, while I was celebrating getting married, they bought the Mario Kart AR thing.
Oh, okay.
They already released one video of setting up courses in Breeze's house.
Yeah.
And Woods tweeted out last night that he set up a course in the Thunderdome. He's not sure if he's going to be able to upload it, but if he is, we'll all be able to see.
I mean, it's kind of like they can't stop him from doing it, but they can
Well,
definitely.
they can.
No. I mean, they can't stop him from filming it. They're
Oh, yeah,
only,
filming it.
using that thing 2 days a week, more or less. But yeah, I'm really curious about that. Did he put it on his YouTube page?
The first video is up there.
Okay.
The one inside Breeze's house. It's fantastic because Breeze has a cat.
Oh yeah.
And the cat is terrified of the cart.
Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, this
Yes.
is absolutely wonderful.
Uh-huh.
I love it.
Yeah. It's like an hour-long video that I just put on.
I'm gonna watch this thing so hard. Oh, that looks so much fun. Oh no, this is really selling me on this.
It looks fun, but it looks like you need a lot of room. Trent Media Studios. I'm sorry, I have a slight cough.
I don't know if we have as much room as you think we do here, Mike. Although
You have more room than I do.
Conversations for expansion. Please, Patreon, please contribute so we can work on that expansion of Mayhem Studios here. We got if this works, we got some really special stuff in the plans. I just had first conversations with somebody today. But if you like the wrestling side of what we do, it could be.
If you like the wrestlings,
if you like the wrestling, then the Mario Kart or the wrestlers doing Mario Kart. I don't even know what that isn't even close to anything.
oh
now.
no, you can totally do it though.
No,
Like,
I'm just talking
you
about
could
my
have,
accent.
You could have wrestlers in full gear stand as part of the Mario Kart course.
I mean, we're already been doing the RPG thing. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a schedule in this month. And I don't know if I want to have Carlin's attempt to produce that. So it might be a little bit too much for him. Oh no, you're right into your foot. I'm sorry, I'm watching the video. No, that's fantastic, and it's crossing over my great couple of worlds. Hey, early plug, since we're talking about video games and wrestling. I told you about Big Game Leroy. No, we talked about it last night.
Yes.
But we have an interview coming up at 10 p.m. on Friday. Big Game Leroy. He was part of the Polycult Party 2. He's been at AEW. Damn it! I told him they're getting some extra plugs. AEW. Sorry, I watched AEW 2 weeks ago, and now it's happening again, isn't it? So as you do apparently. So anyways. I'm sorry, I keep kicking the box moved and I keep kicking it. That's why my video is going out. And I shouldn't say anything because most of you guys are on audio and don't know that's happening.
I didn't even notice it, to be fair.
No, because you're attached to a different camera than
that's why.
everybody else. No, dude, I literally have a webcam on the big expensive camera.
Oh, okay.
But
I got you.
unfortunately, it's an old box with a bad connection that it's connected through. So
Apparently, Alex Miller got the Mario Kart AR.
oh boy, that's what this show is. Can you tell how much news there is this week? It looks fantastic. I still need a Switch. Maybe if I get a stimulus check, the first one. I'm on my own over here. That's why I need you to support us at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. It all comes together, right? So
Support local business.
And also, so I can buy a new converter box, so I don't have to keep kicking this thing. So you're just gonna look at Mad Mike for a minute. Mad Mike,
Yeah,
there's a pay-per-view this weekend.
there is a pay-per-view this weekend. It's called Heck in a Sec.
Heck in a sec.
Heck in a Sec. Because
Heck in a Sec.
Because it's PG.
Kind of is, isn't it?
Heck in a Sec.
According to Wikipedia, we have 4 matches for Heck in a Sec, so it probably will be a sec.
Yeah,
3 Hell in a Cell matches.
that's insane.
Uh-huh.
That's insane.
We got the Uso and the Reigns in an
Yep.
I Quit match.
I love that it's an I Quit match in the cell.
Mhm.
I think that that's a nice new wrinkle to it.
Mm-hmm.
I really dig that. That because that adds to the whole call me your chief. That adds to the whole story they were telling at Clash of Champions.
Well, it's set up perfectly since he didn't quit the last time. The towel was thrown in and everything. Magnificent storytelling happening over there on SmackDown. By contrast, we have Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton.
Yeah, definitely by contrast,
Yes.
because they've literally had the same exact 3 weeks of booking since SummerSlam.
I'm just gonna beat you up anytime I see ya.
And you know what? Maybe sometimes I'm not, because you're inside of a structure that I definitely don't try to get in there really aggressively.
I haven't seen anything about like what happened after the cameras went off and he like got
Because
in
there's
the
nothing.
cage. There's nothing. No.
There's nothing.
They said cut and everybody went home.
Basically.
That's it. We'll
Cut,
find out.
print, check the gate, moving on. That's a wrap on Drew McIntyre for the evening.
There you go.
Ah!
We do have, and the Wikipedia page has a great poster for it, Sasha Banks and Bayley in Hell in a Cell.
Does this main event the show?
Oh, fuck, I hope so.
I hope so.
I don't think it will.
They deserve it. They deserve it.
do. But we've already done that before. Like, we gave that. Was it Charlotte and Sasha the first time?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like it's... I hate to say that with the women's division, but it's like it's been done before, you know. But I'd hope it depends on what they do. You know, it depends on the booking. It depends on what you're setting up Uso and Reigns for whatever's next. You know, Drew and Orton for whatever's next. If there's some crazy wacky thing with where the Fiend is going to catch the ring on fire, then yeah, they're going to be the main event. You know, and that's not necessarily because they deserve it. It's because we're going to catch the ring on fire. You know, hypothetically. So I mean, that's kind of. You know, it's one of those things, unfortunately. But I think it'd be great if they did, and they just went at it, and they just did it. And I feel like they're definitely built into that kind of thing. Elias is also on the pay-per-view because he still thinks Jeff ran him over. Yes, that's the 4th match that's listed officially on Wikipedia.
That. All right, I'm gonna say this. I know it's gonna happen eventually. I never want to see a battle of the bands between Elias
but
and
it's
Jeff
so
Hardy.
easy. It's so easy.
No,
and if we
Sorg,
book
I-
anything,
no, I'm-
Matt,
Sorg, I'm-
Mike, if we book anything on Monday nights, it's easy.
Sorg, I'm telling you this right now. If Perox Wydrin shows up on Raw to perform a song, I am turning off Raw for that evening. That's cold hard fact.
Do you think they're setting up Jeff for like an album release as well?
Of course they are.
It could be. They could be.
Of course
I have not
they
been
are.
impressed by Jeff's band. I mean, it's not my style at least.
No.
Elias, on the other hand, is.
No, Elias is great. I want to buy his album when it comes out, or at least stream it on Spotify.
Streaming the shit out of that. I need to stream the old one. Hold on a second. Hey Siri, listen to Elias. I'm not gonna do it because I don't have Apple Music. See what we could do here. Help a friend out. Help a friend out. Help a friend of the show out. I don't see an app for that. Okay, screw you. I'm not happy with Apple lately. So
They need to set it up somehow where if you say, "Hey Alexa, walk with Elias," and his music starts.
that'd be great. That would be a great shortcut. I can make that shortcut actually. Let's see. Hold on a second. Play Elias on YouTube Music. This is what the show is now. This is
There's not much news.
No. Well,
There's not much news.
So we covered the pay-per-view. That's not the right Elias. Peter Elias, spelled P-E-D-E-R, Bonfire? What is this crap? What is this? You have failed me. There's only one eyeless. Hey, Siri, fuck off. Anyways, Hell in a Cell this weekend. I'll watch it late because I think I want to be still at a recording that day. Not be wrestling related. Might be a fight or two. But anyways,
Sorg, I got beef with AEW.
Oh no.
I got beef with AEW.
Okay. Oh, by the way, she said I won't respond to that.
Of course. Well, I mean, So I watched the Cody and Orange Cassidy match.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it.
Because it was a draw?
Yep.
So
I hate it because it's the same Cody thing over again. And he's going to have another match with Orange Cassidy in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I guarantee Cody's going to win that.
Maybe.
But they think because he went the distance, it puts Orange Cassidy over. It doesn't.
It does.
No, it doesn't. It didn't work with Darby Allin. Darby Allin floundered in the low to mid card.
What did somebody say? If somebody said recently, if there were crowds, Darby Allin would be the AEW champion.
Yes, but treat it like there are crowds. Because guess what? There are still people watching on TV.
You're missing a barometer.
No offense, Moxley is boring.
I'm
I'm sorry. He's boring as a champion.
Disagree.
He always has been.
Disagree.
He's better when he chases.
He's a fantastic. I mean, yeah. Oh no, he's better with his chance. I would not disagree with you with that. But no, I think he's been fantastic as the champion there. I think he brings a whole other element that different than Jericho. I think it's great. But let's see.
Moxley's boring.
And the other thing, here you go. Us in the chat room.
Badger's telling me to get out.
Yeah, it's Badger.
He's boring as a champion. I'm sorry, he is. I like Moxley. I like his matches. He is boring as a champion.
Carlins, I believe this is in the chat room. The Darby story is still being told. Rob
it's been a year.
Rob says that he's just a skater boy. The bookers said, "See you later."
See you later, boy. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, he's not elite enough for you.
And we could take it down off YouTube.
5 years from now, he finally wins, but it's just the TNT title now.
I think he'd be a great TNT champ. I think that'd be perfect for him.
Yes, he should win.
Yeah.
But Darby Allin doesn't win anything.
He wins hearts and minds.
Name a big win. Name a big win
he
for
wins
Darby
the
Allin.
hearts and minds of goth girls everywhere.
No. In a company where wins and losses matter, name a big win he's had. Exactly. At least Orange Cassidy has beaten Chris Jericho. I'll say that. They're doing better with Orange Cassidy than they are with Chris Jericho. But if they have Orange lose 3 TNT championship matches within a month and a half, that's not a good thing for him.
He beat Ricky Starks. He has been plagued with injury. I believe he's on the shelf technically again. But also look at his style. I'm not gonna.
Look at his style. Look at Jeff Hardy.
I don't think Darby Allin is a damn future of AEW. I'm not gonna say that.
I think he is.
I
truly think he is because he's Jeff Hardy without the drugs.
He beat Sammy on pay-per-view.
So
you're thinking Sammy's not big enough?
Yes.
Good. Fuck Sammy. Anyways.
Exactly. Okay, he beat Sammy on pay-per-view. Okay, Matt Hardy with a concussion beat Sammy on pay-per-view.
You gotta give weight to something. So if you don't,
this is my problem. They don't push any of their original guys to titles. There is no one that has held a title in AEW that's a male that hasn't wrestled in WWE.
We're not counting tags.
Daniels, he has. He wasn't signed, but he's wrestled there.
Whoa. No. That doesn't count. No. Just because somebody had a cup of
I'm
coffee in the
saying
Fed.
If they want to be seen as the new Fed, they need to fucking act like it. They need to give their championships to new people. I understand why they gave the first title to Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that. But the second championship reign should not have gone to Jon Moxley.
I disagree. Because we have had this conversation, but I think that first year needs to be strong with people that will bring you in. We'll have those faces, have the Hulk Hogan effect, if you will. And you build everybody up around them, and then you can hand that over when the time is right, when somebody has built up to that.
Yeah, but who decides when the time is right?
The management, obviously, and just because
they're
not just because
the fans
listen,
should.
the fans. Okay, right?
No, I'm serious. AEW says they listen to the fans.
Mm-hmm.
Darby Allin should be a champion by now.
Mm-hmm. And going back to your tag team situation, SCU were champions. We're talking about
they've both wrestled in WWE at that time.
Kazarian and Scorpio Sky.
Yeah, right. Oh no, Scorpio Sky hasn't.
They're not fucking WWE. Not Kazarian hasn't.
Yes, he has. He's had matches in WWE.
Well, he's had jobber matches. Don't tell me a fucking jobber counts in this, Mike.
I'm saying Private Party. I'm saying guys like that.
Private Party are not ready. Private Party are not ready for this. They are good. I love them. What?
Yeah, they are.
No.
Why not?
Absolutely not. Why
not?
They are not ready.
Private Party with Matt Hardy as the
manager? You know what you know what you just fucking did? You know what you just fucking did, Mike? You evoked the Matt Carlins. Mainstream Matt is here. Mainstream Matt, what do you have to say?
Damn it. Are you hearing me all right?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Stop spinning. It's not helping your bandwidth.
A long time ago, I made a vow to myself that would never have a conversation about AEW with Mad Mike ever again. And look what you've done to me, Mike. Look what you've done to me. You've drawn me out. Are you happy? You've drawn me out. Now tell me what you want to say. Say it to my face. Anyway.
I'm going to say that anyone who has been in WWE after a year of AEW's existence should not be a champion right now.
All right. Elaborate.
Look at the male champions. You have Dean Ambrose, Stardust, and the Revival. That's what they have. And I'm sorry, FTR hasn't really lit the world on fire in AEW.
Cody I'm counting Cody's current character as a bit of a reinvention since Stardust.
Yeah, he's Cody Rhodes.
I would even say that he has virtually nothing to do with what he was in WWE. So I would consider Cody a pretty fresh incarnation. I get your frustration with the former WWE guys, and I don't know quite what to attribute it to. I mean, Tony's gonna do what Tony's gonna do. I think Moxley's a great champion. A drawing champion, from what I've seen.
As much as you can draw right now.
Get too hung up on that. I have my own biases. Toward Moxley because I like him a lot. He's a hero in this household. So
his picture's over the mantle.
But over the bed set.
The FTR thing is interesting. I mean, the problem with FTR is that you can't just bring in FTR and have them be just another team on your roster. They can't just be SCU. They can't just be best friends. The only way, the best way that FTR works is as the champions. So they have to be on top of that division, in my opinion, at least, for them to maximize their impact on the entire show, and they've got to run with that. I expect the FTR to have a pretty long run because, as we saw in NXT, they work best as champs on top, with other teams chasing them and trying to beat them. So we'll see how it plays
I don't think they need Tully.
I
I don't think they need Tully.
I mean, it's they don't need Tully, but it's not the worst thing in the world.
No,
to
but
have him kind of hanging
think
out with them.
I think it hurts them.
How does it hurt them to have Tully Blanchard in their corner?
It helps. It helps. It fits a lot better than him and Sean Spears.
Yeah, but I'm saying you don't necessarily need Tully Blanchard on your TV. Like it's not like he's setting the world on fire with his promos. Like it's not like he's Jake Roberts.
Who, Tully?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
hey,
not-
look,
because Jake Roberts.
Look,
Jake Roberts says, "Hold on, let me finish."
And guys, please be careful because I think Matt is having a little bit. Matt's having a little bit of a bandwidth issue, I think, and we're cross talking a little bit. So please bear with.
Guys like Jake Roberts and Taz have useful positions as managers in AEW because they are cutting red hot fire promos. Tully Blanchard is out there to be a name and a name only. That's it. He has not elevated their characters at all. He's out there because the Revival are marks for the Brainbusters. That's why he's out there, and that's the only reason.
Badger in the chat says, Mike, sometimes things are just eye candy, and I love that we're referring to Tully Blanchard as eye candy, and it is to a Southern wrestling fan.
But see, here's the thing about
I'm
a
not
Southern
wrong.
wrestling fan. Here's the thing about the Southern wrestling fan. Everything they liked doesn't work in 2020. You know what? Do you know what Southern wrestling?
I don't know. Did you see? Did you see Otis?
That's a very northeast view of professional wrestling. That's a very northeastern view of professional wrestling.
Let me ask you a question. How many successful women's feuds occurred from Southern booking?
Hold on a second. I want our friends on the West Coast to answer this question.
Before we divert into a new topic, I want to point out that before he became FTR's arm candy, Tully Blanchard was cutting red hot promos on behalf of Sean Spears.
That's because Sean Spears can't cut them himself.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, let's. Hey, what are managers there for? Why is Taz managing Brian Cage? Everybody knows what's going on there.
FTR can cut
Taz is an awesome promo.
FTR can cut promos.
They're okay.
That's my point. That's my point. He's hindering them by taking up a third of their TV time when they have microphones.
Sometimes
he's not taking their mic time. He hasn't cut any promos for.
That's the point. Then why is he there?
The guy on the outside.
Because there's something else at play. I mean, he's still repping Sean Spears.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see how it plays out.
Maybe you need a third guy to do the heel shit on the outside, right?
They have extra satin jackets, and they need to use them. What more reason do you need?
And they actually fit. Sorry, Sammy. Fuck you.
These old grudges die hard.
Yes, but anyways,
and do not, Mad Mike, do not try to lure me into trying to defend AEW's women's division. I am not chasing that car down the street.
No way.
But that's what I'm saying. They're too reliant on Southern booking
tactics.
That's
a losing mission.
But I'm saying they're too reliant on the tropes of Southern wrestling booking that you need a blend. You need a blend of North and South, East and West.
I think there is a blend.
You need some kind of hybrid booking.
I got a question.
You're focusing too much on things like time limit draws and things that JR complains about on his fucking podcast that he says works in 2020, but doesn't.
There have been 2 time limit draws in the history of Dynamite. 2 time limit draws.
That's why.
I mean, I don't think we're in the midst of it's certainly not like the hidden opponent finish in a battle royal. It's not an epidemic.
Yeah. It's not like we're having two out of 3 falls match every episode like we did Raw a couple years ago.
Yeah, but that wasn't a booking decision. That's a television time decision.
Yeah, it was a booking decision around the television time decision. I got a question for you, and you're not going to answer it right away because I'm going to do an ad here real quick. But Badger has a very good question. Okay. Mike, and I'm going to quote this verbatim, what is working in this dumpster fire of a year in professional wrestling? Hold your thought on that, because you know what is working? Indie wrestling's still alive. Indie wrestling's still happening. And you know what is still working? The Indie Wrestling Network. It's still out there. We're still putting stuff out there. New old stuff from Vicious Outcast Wrestling is part of that. A lot of best ofs with our friends. Shane Taylor's been ripping it up. Elias, there's noises happening. What's happening over there? What's happening? Did the John Moxley picture fall off the mantle? Are you okay over there?
I'm sorry.
Did she hear
I'm
what?
sorry, I didn't. I'm sorry you picked that up. My bad.
It's okay. It's okay. A lot of stuff going on over there, including next week we have the Prospect Pro Wrestling Hardcore Halloween pay-per-view. Will be live Friday, October 30th. A lot of great things. Headlined by, a guy that just took on a Wardlow on... I want to turn him down. Wardlow on AEW Dark. One Elijah Dean is going to vie for the Top Prospect Championship against champion John Roden. There is a Soul on a Pole match, which I think is officially announcing tomorrow, actually. So exclusive. And sorry, I just got the promo in for that. And there's a costume runway match that's going to be. The big question mark. Will Zeke Mercer find a costume by then? You'll find out. You'll have to get the pay-per-view and find out. We're going to be there. We're going to be on social media talking about the show. You can be the first to watch it on pay-per-view next week, $9.99. Part of that at indiewrestling.live. You can see a list of the announced matches on there as well as we go. The guys, this is going to be something. The stuff in the works for this is going to be something that I have never seen, filmed, experienced in independent professional wrestling before. So go check that out. IndieWrestling.us. A lot of great stuff. A lot of great conversations, as I mentioned, coming up. Our conversation with Big Game Leroy. We'll also be talking with Arthur MacArthur very soon on that show. And our past interviews with Jace Carr and Dash Bennett, a lot of guys from the Fight Underground. Go check that out. IndieWrestling.us, IndieWrestling.live for the pay-per-view, IndieWrestling.network for the network. 7-day free trial. Go check it out. And is this a good time to announce? I didn't tell these guys this. This is going to be a big announcement for you guys, for your fans out there. We are going to do... And this is going to be a submission process. Please send your submissions to goodtimes@wrestlingmayhemshow.com or tweet at Mayhem Show or post them. We'll start a thread in the Facebook group. We want to do a Wrestling Mayhem Show costume contest. We're going to have a little bit of a costume contest amongst ourselves here next week on the show. And the winner of the costume contest will get 3 months free of the Indie Wrestling Network as your prize. I will not select the winner. I think we'll have our unbiased rest of the crew, if you still believe that after the conversation between Mad Mike and Mainstream Matt tonight. But we'll bring them back into the conversation too. I know we'll have posted details about that on our social media as well. So start thinking about that. What do you want to do? What do you want to dress up as? Have your submissions in by next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Was that 5 o'clock Eastern or Pacific or something like that? We'll time zone it. So putting that out there. Let's do it. Anyways.
All right, I'll tell you a whole bunch of things that are working and in AEW.
Well, let's review the question. In case anybody just woke up. Oh, geez, the gifts in the chat room are fantastic. Mike, what is working in this dumpster fire of a year in professional wrestling?
Okay, you know what's working? Eddie Kingston. Working like a motherfucker.
Yeah, he is.
Eddie Kingston is amazing in AEW. And they need to pivot and put as many gold belts around him as humanly possible.
Well, he's readily in the top running and continues to be.
Yes, but he needs to. They need to hold a belt. Something.
We'll see.
TNT title, tag titles, AEW World title. Get a woman in there. Get the women's title. Something. They need something immediately because they're the hottest thing in wrestling right now.
Okay.
It isn't the Hurt Business.
Matt, you had something on that. I want to play with the bandwidth issues we're having here. Give Matt a moment, and we'll get to more of you, Mike.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Matt.
Okay. You got me, Sorgy?
Yeah, I got you. I'm fixing something else.
Okay. Sorry, I'll try to switch to something more real life. Eddie Kingston. Yeah, this is for the young up and coming pro wrestlers still out there in the wilderness. Eddie Kingston is a perfect example of someone leaves the door cracked open just a smidgen and he kicks it in completely off the hinges. Like he was like given like the scraps of like that random, come on in, wrestle Cody this week, and they give him the microphone. He just talked his way into the company, and he talked his way into a feud with Moxley. Now he's talked his way into a match for the AEW title. Like I can't even remember like a single match he's had. All I know is he just talks and talks and talks.
Yeah,
and he's cutting promos on cookies on being the elite. It's absolutely insane. I can't believe who let this guy with these skills on the microphone just hide out in the wilderness for this long. This dude was about to retire from what I heard. Like what the hell is going on?
Back to you, Mike.
Okay.
Back to you, Mike.
All right.
Playing
So
the
other
bandwidth.
things that are working in AEW. Team Taz. Team Taz works like a charm.
I'm amazed that you've come around on Team Taz.
No, Taz has a specific purpose. Like he's there to put Brian Cage over, and he's there to put I can't think of his name.
Ricky Starks.
Ricky Starks.
Ricky Starks. You better learn the name Ricky Starks.
All right, I kept wanting to say Sammy Guevara because they look almost exactly
No,
alike. But I
fuck
know,
you, Sammy.
Yeah, exactly. But Taz is doing great work there. In AEW, I will say the stuff that Kenny and Hangman are doing works. Their breakup is working. Granted, it foretells a little bit probably of what's going to happen in that tournament that's starting this week, but I'm okay with it. But the Hangman Kenny stuff is working. Like there is stuff that's working. It's just like the best friends working. Best friends are working, and honestly, like I just wish that the things that are working like really, really well, it almost seems like they're getting backburnered. Like, and this is the same case for WWE too, because like the Hurt Business is working. They're not going to get a world title shot anytime soon. They should. Like they really should. Like that's why I hope Bayley and Sasha get the main event spot, because that whole angle is working. Now, if it goes to Roman and Jay, I ain't gonna be mad because that's working too. You know what I mean? Like there is stuff that's working, and there's honestly stuff that's been that is taking advantage of the fact that there are no crowds. Like the Roman and Jay stuff, if you tried to play that with crowds, would not work, because when you have no crowds, you can hear Roman telling Jay, like, call me the tribal chief. And you can hear it because there's no other sound to drown it out.
And they adjusted. They're obviously adjusting the in-ring sound. It's pretty great what they're doing right now.
Yeah, like stuff like that. And anyone who talks during their matches. Like, I remember Kevin Owens in an interview, forget where, it might have been on New Day Cast, it might have been on one of the documentaries or something like that. He's like, I learned one thing from Stone Cold Steve Austin: always be talking during your matches, always be building your character. Like the more people connect to you, like one of the biggest moments I saw this year, and I'm reminded of it every single time I see one of the documentaries, is after Drew McIntyre won the WWE title, which, by the way, Drew as champion is working. But when he is down one knee and looks directly into the camera and he just says thank you, and you can hear it from his own mouth, like this was supposed to be his crowning achievement of his career. And it sucks that he had to do it in front of nobody. But in that moment, when he looked at the camera and he just said thank you, it drew everyone in and made it just as special, maybe even more so.
Yeah.
Because it's not an over-the-top reaction.
He's making the
It's
most
just
of it.
a guy who busted his ass, genuinely looking and telling his fans thank you for the support. Like, stuff like that works. And it's harder to do that because it's all very nuanced. You have to think about it a lot. Like, anything that requires thought is working. All the stuff that's easy isn't.
Mainstream Matt is with us. I hear a lot of TV going on over there.
Oh God, I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to
It's all right.
find a quiet spot here
Do what
for
you
you
can.
to listen
I
to
think
me.
you might have to.
Hang on 1 second. Just hold that thought. Just
might have
let
to-
my mic work some more.
Yeah, you might
cede my time.
you might have to switch the microphone or something in your settings because I think you're on the room one. So live podcasting, ladies and gentlemen. So it's all right. It's all right. To see what happens, man. I love you drew him out of the chat room with this. And I'm just so happy we don't have to talk about COVID tonight. But yeah. So no, absolutely. And so I'm glad we brought this around to a clean thing. And Badger's the one that brought this around, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, and there's stuff in NXT that's working too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Everything Candice and Johnny, they're phenomenal. And Sorg, can I say I'm excited to see them dress up? They're probably going to dress up as Jack Skellington and Sally for Halloween Havoc.
Oh yeah.
And I am here for it.
My excitement, the presentation of Shotzi out of the smoke with the completely blinged out video screen for Halloween Havoc at the end of the show. I finished watching NXT this afternoon, and I was like, oh, this is going to be fun.
Yeah,
I like
it's going to be
this.
a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's something to look forward to. NXT is still delivering on that stuff. God, Wednesday night is so good.
I will say one thing they have to do, and I hope the people in charge made a call and said, hey, Slim Jims, can we use you for one night?
Oh, they're not going to say it until we get there. You know they're not going to say it until we get there.
I know.
No.
But I want to see a big pumpkin. I have every confidence we'll see a big pumpkin. I have every confidence we will see a big pumpkin for Halloween Havoc.
Mm-hmm.
The Slim Jim spot, I don't know. Maybe. But I hope so. Oh, God.
Is Matt with us? Is Matt back around with us?
I think I'm back. Is this any better?
Oh, that's way better. Yeah, that's great.
All right. In case you need any more evidence that I was drawn out unprepared by Mad Mike's taunting, this is exactly what happens. This is like I could only listen to Hunter's 15-minute promo at the start of Raw for so long, and I had to hit my music. I'm going out there, you know. And here we are. I don't know what are we talking about? What's good about wrestling?
What's
right
working?
now?
What is working right now? I think Mike. It was a big thing with Mike, but I mean, is there anything in particular? And also, please answer this question that was in the chat room from Tina. Who was Trent's partner in New Japan? It wasn't
I
Chuck,
don't know.
was it?
I can't think off the top of my head. I want to say maybe it was Rocky Romero.
I don't know.
Was it Trent with Archer?
No. You're thinking DH Smith.
No, Archer was in Suzuki Gun, I think.
Yeah, and he was teaming with DH Smith. David Boy.
Yes, he was.
David Boy Jr., whatever he was being called. So, yeah, absolutely.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's working in pro wrestling right now. I'll try to take it outside of some of the ground we've already covered. Jay White is working. I know I sang his praises on a recent appearance, but in the G1, the J1, if you will. He was absolutely spectacular. He was by far my favorite part about that tournament. Close second to Zack Sabre Jr. I'm a sucker for those foreigners going to Japan and cutting just whiny promos in the backstage after their matches. So, yeah, that was all good. Ibushi and Taichi kicking each other.
By the way.
Oh, good. All right.
Roppongi Vice.
Yeah. Oh, he was in Roppongi? What? No, I'm sorry. There was some crosstalk here, and it all mushed together. What did you say again, Mike?
I said it was Rocky Romero. They were part of Roppongi Vice.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Back to you, Matt.
Ibushi and Taichi kicking each other for 20 minutes
yes!
on the final night of the A block. That was great. Some folks didn't like it for some reason. I was like you can only handle like so many New Japan matches in a row. So the minute they break from the house style and they give you something different, you're like, oh my God. And you're kind of like sitting there after like 10 or 15 minutes going, have they done anything else but kick each other? I don't think they have. And you're kind of like waiting for them to not kick each other anymore. And they just kept kicking. It was great just as like a study of, can we get through 20 minutes only kicking each other? It was kind of like, I don't know if it was like some sort of personal challenge they put up to each other before they went out there, but yeah, that was awesome. That final night in the A block was great. Okada and Will Ospreay was great. And they've got a good oh my god, I'm gonna mess up the name of their show. Power Struggle. It's coming up. 6 one-on-one matches for a New Japan, basically big event. So that's exciting. Pay no attention to the fact that Naito and Evil are fighting again, but we'll try to get through that together. And then we'll see how things are going. So that's how things are great in Japan. At least as far as New Japan is going, it seems to be going pretty well.
Yeah. Every time I drop in there, it's a joy, absolute joy.
Yeah, and I like the. I think it's amazing that just the way the fans have kind of adopted the all the distancing and stuff like that. Did you see the some of the images of the little kid who was front row for either the B block or the A block the final night from one of those? Anyway, so in the hard cam in the front row, they're spacing everyone with like 2 chairs between them, and if you go back to I think it's the A block final. One of those final nights, whichever block, B block or A block final, there was a child, dead center, front row, opposite the hard cam. In the front row, has 2 empty seats on either side of him, and has brought along like his stuffed animal. So he's got like stuffed Daryl and some other animal, and these animals are in the seats, the vacant seats next to him, and he is literally front row at the G1, a child that appears to have no one else near him, just cheering, clapping, having a great old time. Like he rented out this entire front row just for himself. It looked amazing. So good for that kid.
That's great. That's great. That's the joy of wrestling. I still, there's not too many situations, obviously, that I feel safe going to a show in person, but I'm glad that these exist. So yeah, and I think that's the good is, at least here where we're pretty locked down. I don't consider there's any viable wrestling we can really go to in the area. You too, Mike, up there. You're even more than we are probably. Ohio's fucked right now. We're not going road trips to Indiana. We can't get our feet. Our I wouldn't be watching as much New Japan in the normal situation. I wouldn't be watching as much IWTV, fight pay-per-views, and everything like that. Like it's shifted the time from the locals that aren't running anyways, unfortunately, to everything else, to expand your horizons a little bit. Hell, even getting a little Ring of Honor in there. I mean, shit, I want to see what Shane Taylor's up to and the crew down there. EC3's over there now, things like that. I'm watching old Impact Wrestling when I feel like it to flip on Pluto and just want to fall asleep to something.
Hey, there's some new Impact Wrestling coming up this weekend.
Is there?
Give them a shout out. They're doing Bound for Glory this weekend.
Whoa! The WrestleMania of TNA?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, what are they doing for that?
Man, I know the only match I know. The world title match is Eric Young versus Rich Swan.
That's wild. That's a world title match.
That's the world title match.
That is wild.
Yes.
Good for Eric Young. Good
Yeah.
for EY.
Yeah. He's great. Let's see. Rockstar Pro just advertised an outdoor show. I think there is something happening in Ohio.
Well, I know at also Bound for Glory they have the 5-way scramble for the X Division title. Right? With Jordan Grace. Familiar? With Jordan Grace, Willie Mack.
Sure, is involved.
Rohit. I forget who else is in it, but I really hope Jordan Grace wins that. Because, just give her all the titles.
We have the North versus the Good Brothers. Oh, that's actually
nice.
That's actually Tuesday on Impact. That's actually tonight.
Okay, I got the full card.
You're right.
I got the full card. You ready?
Okay.
All right, Eric Young versus Rich Swan for the Impact World title. Deonna Purrazzo versus Kylie Ray for the Knockouts Championship.
That should be good.
That's former WWE versus former AEW. That should be interesting. Motor City Machine Guns versus the Good Brothers versus the North versus Ace Austin and Madman Fulton for the tag titles.
Okay.
Rohit Raju, Chris Bay, Jordan Grace, TJP, Trey, and Willie Mack. 6-way intergender scramble match for the X Division title. You have EC3 versus Moose. Eddie Edwards versus Ken Shamrock with Sammy Callahan.
Holy shit.
And I believe that Ken Shamrock is being inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame.
Yeah, by
as
the
part of the
Rock.
Pound for Glory festivities. So.
By the Rock.
And Joseph
Yeah.
Parks. Joseph Parks was just submitted as well.
Oh, that's
Oh,
why
excellent! How nice.
That's why he didn't show up on Raw.
Yeah. And also,
That's probably why.
related, we are featuring this week because I had this in mind. How about Abyss versus Jack Pollock from VOW is being featured on the Grind City indie wrestling show this week, Wednesday night on Roku. So throwing that out there. So and I think it might be dropping on YouTube today. No, today? Did I do that? No, it's a main event match going down today. But yeah, no, check that out. Check that out. Some cool stuff. But
Okay. Oh boy. All right. This is also a TNA original. The Call Your Shot Gauntlet match. Okay. The winner can choose any championship match of their choice. If Heath or Rhino wins, then Heath will also win a full-time contract with Impact Wrestling. If neither of them wins, then Rhino is fired. Hernandez will enter last. Rhino will enter first. All right, here are the people who are in this. AC Romero, Brian Myers.
Yo, AC Romero's for real. I don't know if you know by looking at him, but yeah.
AC Romero, Brian Myers, Havoc, as in Jessica Havoc.
Oh.
Yes, this is intergender. Heath, Hernandez, Larry D.
Yo, Larry D. Also, Larry D's fucking awesome.
Okay, don't know who he is.
I will also
Rhino.
vouch for Larry D.
Yeah, Larry D's been here in RWA, and I've seen him at Conquest. Fucking awesome.
Okay. Rhino, Taya Valkyrie, Tennille Dashwood, Tommy Dreamer, and To Be Determined.
I got the DVD. They're tough.
I want to see Taya Valkyrie just beat the shit out of Hernandez. I don't know if that's going to happen, given that he's entering last, but I really want to see it because that would just bring me back some good lucha vibes. But that sounds like a weird match. That's a long gauntlet.
Yeah.
That's a long gauntlet match.
That'd be fantastic with that crew. I
You
saw.
know what? Hey, props to Impact Wrestling for going full intergender wrestling.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They've just like they're just doing it.
I've said this, Mike. I've told you for the last like 2 years. Like Impact Wrestling is like the best thing nobody's watching. And has been. Yeah.
They just had to block me on Twitter.
Yeah. Oh. Hey Joey Matthews, just hook a guy up. Hook a guy up.
It's fine. I'm not watching them until I feel welcome again.
If you feel welcome,
I need a safe space.
You need a
And unfortunately, I can't watch them again until I can find them on my basic cable package.
They're on
I'm
Twitch,
sorry.
baby. They're on Twitch. You get that on your PlayStation, man.
I'll see if I can do that. It's all part of the routine of wrestling viewing that we all have to readjust from time to time. So I'll do my best for Impact. I do want to give them a shot.
Maybe after the climax is done and you've recovered and everything. Well, you know what? You can recover with. You can order up. You can order it up. Queue up the Twitch. Queue up the on-demand, whatever it is, and watch your Impact Wrestling while you're munching on some Slice on Broadway. Our good friends down the street here from our studio, Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. Missy's out in California, as you know. Some know, maybe, I don't know. I don't think I talk about it here. She's been out there for the last 3.5 months, and she found a Broadway, but there was no Slice, and that needs to change. Slice should be on every Broadway, obviously. Go check them out, Slice on Broadway. They've been supporting the show, feeding our guests. There's been more of those lately, and there'll be more again. Hey, guys, we're going to be back with a big question. We have December to Dismember match to discuss and so much more. We'll be back right after this and a message from Brohemoth.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohemoth, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm going to pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
We are here, Wrestling Mayhem Show. We have settled down. Man, it's been the highs and lows on this show. We got Mad Mike with us, newly married Mike, the science guy, of course. He's got the ring. He's got the precious. Also, with a wild run-in, is Mainstream Matt with us as well. Thank you for hopping in. And
That was probably my wildest run-in on this show.
You were literally running around your entire house.
I was literally on my phone, just flailing into the show, just like, stop everything! I have something to say.
I have opinions that are incorrect.
I have opinions. I want to talk about it, but not fight about it. Just talk. Yeah.
I just need to have a chat where anybody that gets pissed enough that they're like I'm fucking coming on here, like any of them can do that, and because I'm sure there's probably like 3 or 4 other people that would have been about to do that too. I mean,
was my music playing. That would have been like the perfect, just music playing, smoke explosions. They're just like stop everything.
Glass breaks. Here comes Mainstream Matt.
So when we did the AEW versus WWE debate, it should have been me and Matt Carlins.
Oh, were you saying I'm not a good debater?
I'm just saying Matt seemed more of the product.
Matt probably
Sorg is better equipped to
Am
handle
I?
that kind of
Okay.
that kind of marathon. I've said what I need to say. Mad Mike, I love you. We should never discuss AEW between the two of us. It just
You're like a household that's on both sides of the political fence. This is
wow,
bad.
it's really rough.
Yeah, this is. Wow, it's like, who are you voting for? Nope, we're not talking about that right now.
We don't talk about it here. Yeah.
Yeah. Which pay-per-view are you're buying? Nope. Who do you watch on Wednesdays? We don't talk about that in this household. Anyways, we do have.
I'm funny because I don't watch either on Wednesdays. I watch them later.
It's good to take a break, and you know it's important. You know, this is why you keep friends like Mad Mike around, because you got to keep yourself honest. Because I'm deep into the AEW Kool-Aid. I don't care. I haven't looked at NXT live in months, so I'm completely surrounded by it on Wednesday night. I don't care about anything else. The only wrestling show I will religiously watch every single week. So it's, I mean, and okay, in the back of my mind, I sometimes go, I don't know. So to have it set out in the open, it's good sometimes. I mean, we all have things about our favorite wrestling shows that we don't like. So just important to, keep it civil. And we do good at that.
I will say I'm going to do my damnedest to watch Halloween Havoc live.
Absolutely. Oh, man.
I just don't want to be spoiled on that. Like
It's next week, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I made plans for tomorrow night, so...
Yeah,
I'm not even watching my AEW live, so Mad Mike, what is the big question though? Although I feel like Badger had the big question of the night.
Well, all right, but this one's more fun. As we were talking Halloween Havoc, it is Spoopy season, so I have
Spoopy?
another. Yeah, Spoopy. It's a thing.
Okay,
it's a thing. Sorg, learn your internet.
I'm searching that.
Learn your internet. So I wanted to come with a fun Spoopy question. If you could take any wrestler from either AEW or WWE, we'll say either one, and insert them into a horror movie, who would you take? What movie would you put them in? And what role would they have in the movie?
You have to go first because I only half listened because I'm reading the definition of spoopy.
I will dive on this to Grenade as the non-horror movie aficionado, and I will say I will take Orange Cassidy. No selling jump scares for an hour and a half in a horror movie. So.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Spoopy poopy season, says Badger. I would have to go with oh geez, I mean, I think new guy with AJ Styles would make a great Michael Myers at this point.
Okay, well, no, I'm saying Michael Myers is in that movie.
They're the victim person.
Yeah.
I'm
saying, like, I'm not saying cast a new Freddy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Again, this is me half listening because I was looking up Spoopy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
saying put someone in a movie. What stereotypical role in a horror movie? Like, would you have Sasha Banks be the final girl in Scream? Like What would you have?
Like, do
going
I
on?
want do I want R-Truth to be Busta Rhymes in the Halloween Resurrection movie, or do I want Alexa Bliss to be Nev Campbell at any Scream? Of course, that's going to be opposite Nikki Cross as Courtney Cox in every Scream, which is also going to be paired with Chucky T as the Matthew Lillard character from Scream, which is also going to be paired with the Seth Green in that movie, right? That is going to be Mustafa Ali.
Hey,
did I answer your question, or do I need to do more?
yes, on both counts. No, that's good.
I loved Scream.
Sorg, you won me over. I'm ready for R-Truth in a horror movie. That sounds great.
I was hoping I wasn't going too stereotype on that, but you know.
I feel like R-Truth would be perfectly at home in a Medea Halloween special.
I've never seen one of those.
I don't exactly know why.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen them. I've seen enough trailers that it feels like they give off the same energy. God. Let's see. I want, because I thought of this question last night. I still haven't thought of an answer yet.
Do you want some help? There's some more from the chat room if you want me to vamp for you.
The chat room.
Yeah.
Okay.
From the chat room.
Okay, from the chat room, Tina's saying Iconics in Friday the 13th, any one of them, well, except for Jason X.
Oh, no. Oh, I don't know. Iconics in space.
Right? Right?
Give me some Iconics in space.
I mean, even if they're just the holograms that come up, we love premarital sex. Like that was my favorite bit from that.
All right. I got it. I want Breezango as the Woodsboro Police Department in Scream 5. I want them as the fashion police, but they call themselves the horror police.
Wait, there's a Scream 5?
There's a Scream 5 coming out.
Oh, it's coming. Okay.
Yeah, it's coming. Like
I never saw 4.
You can put them in. Ooh, 4's decent.
Really?
4's decent.
I
think
like,
you'd like it.
I mean,
I think you'd like it from a production aspect.
I love the first one, like the first. I love the first trilogy, regardless. Yeah. And I did not give Scream 4 a chance. Just like I'm kind of on the fence with the new Kraft movie.
4 is fun. I think you'll especially like it because there's live streaming of murders involved.
Oh, we go unfriended on this one. Okay.
No, we go full like head-mounted cameras on this one.
Oh boy, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Well, I might have to
no, it's good. It's good stuff.
Let's see.
Also, the chick from Heroes is in it.
The what?
The girl from Heroes is in it.
Oh, okay.
Hidden Panther.
Also, real quick, Alex Miller saying Karrion Kross in Halloween. I think as Halloween.
Badger, I love you.
Yeah. So I'm also glad someone appreciates those movies. I think she's talking about Scream, and I want Lacey Evans to be one of the tourists that's sacrificed in Midsummer.
Yes, that's accurate.
Okay.
Hear that? Or no, actually, you know what? Lacey Evans to be involved in the auction in Get Out. If you know, you know.
I don't know, and I haven't. I almost grabbed it on DVD the other day because I saw it for $5.
Watch Get Out.
I'm trying to, dude. I watched Us a couple weeks ago. That was fantastic.
Yeah, no, Get Out's even better.
Oh man,
Get Out's even, like, I'm surprised it's not on HBO Max or something. Like,
Tina says morbid, but Lana in the Hostel franchise. I was gonna, dude. I had Lana on top of my head for this one. Like Lana in any movie.
Lana in House of a Thousand Corpses.
I was just going for that.
I feel like that energy really plays.
Yeah. I mean, like you put. Here's your pairing because it was two girls, two guys, right? So your House of a Thousand Corpses pairing is the Iconics and Miz and Morrison.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got another one. The Fiend as one of the possible villains in Cabin in the Woods.
Okay. Alexa Bliss and
I thought that would get a bigger reaction.
Again, Alexa Bliss and I don't know Cabin in the Woods. Alexa Bliss and 99 Round Street. Dude, I used to have a roommate that was a movie buff, and that's when I caught up on the entire Halloween franchise. We woke somebody up. Echo's awake. Oh no!
Finally.
Shut up! Alexa.
I just want to circle back to Iconics in Space.
Yes,
You
Iconic-
unlocked it. You unlocked a door in my brain, Sorg, and now I want to see Iconics movies like they're a Muppet movie. So I want Iconics in Space. I want Iconics Treasure Island. I want Iconics Christmas Carol.
Yes, yes.
I want Iconics Take Manhattan.
Can I be in Iconics Take Manhattan?
Sure, why not? I assume you're writing it, so yeah.
Well, yeah.
might
I
as
mean,
well.
I'll be the somebody getting married.
At least you're the maitre d' in the restaurant scene.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean the Iconics are wearing mustaches and a trench coat, and
Sure.
standing on rats?
You telling me they can pull off? I can think they pull off.
Yeah, sure. They can do anything. Absolutely.
Gotta be joking me. Come on.
The New Day as a trio of guys who mess with the mask killer laughing till they get stabbed.
Yes,
Mhm.
absolutely. I can see that.
Like they're in Blair Witch, but they think it's a joke the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds all right.
And Woods is streaming on his Twitch channel. for about that
Absolutely.
time.
Absolutely. That's good. That's good.
Great opportunity for a Tyler Breeze cameo if you go that route too. You could just
Yeah, well, I'm telling you though, Breezango as the Woodsboro Police Department. Oh God, just give me Fandango with Cheddarfield energy as a cop. Like, I want that. I want that really badly now. Like, oh, and Matt, by the way, I don't know if you heard this last night. Do you know the Limu, Emu, and Doug commercials?
Yeah.
They have the same energy as Fandango, as Breezango.
Which one's the human? Which one's the emu?
Well, Fandango's easily the emu.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
It's right there.
It tracks. It's the same exact energy.
Yeah.
Well,
And
what's-
someone at an ad agency in New York was like watching, NXT and was like, you know what? I think I got an idea, except with an emu. Oh, okay.
I also want
Do it.
I want to see Jacob Goodnight versus Michael Myers. Like that's not a movie that exists, but I want to see Jacob Goodnight versus Michael Myers.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that'd be a better version of Freddy
I
versus
saw
Jason.
they were on there was some montage like for Shudder or something, and I was like, Jacob Goodnight's on this. It was that was exciting. Well, guys,
Sorg,
yes.
apparently you just popped the chat room with your coffee mug. Can you show me the mug? I didn't see it.
Guys, so I was excited. I didn't know until Saturday morning where we were going. We were in Lancaster for a wedding, and they were like, "Oh, hey, we're gonna go see like some miniature horses and stuff, and over in Amish country." I'm like, "Okay," and we land like right in the middle of tourist Amish country, and I'm like, "Wait, where are we again?" And I realized it was Intercourse, Pennsylvania, which is a real place. And of course, I found a mug in this furniture shop that we used the bathroom. I was going to get some coffee because we parked there, and I felt bad. But also, Intercourse, Pennsylvania is the build hometown for the man-dime Elijah Dean. So there was your wrestling hook for the weekend, and I have a couple of pictures just by size that say Intercourse, PA.
Sorry,
That-
there's
Two items.
There's also a gift request from Badger for you sipping from that mug.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see about rolling that later. Feel free from the feed if you guys have that capabilities. So
Sorgy, 2 notes on that.
glad it came
on
off.
what
I
you
was
just
worried it
said
was
there.
too
First of all, brilliant purchase. Solid purchase on your part.
My brother.
Second of all,
my brother and his wife, one of them found it because I walked out of the bathroom and it was like, "Look at this mug." I'm like, "I'm buying that. Thank you."
yeah, you don't walk away from that. Yeah,
I also want to point out. I also want to point out.
That's a decision that's taken out of your hands at that point.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It was only $3 too. My God! And on the other side is an actual history of Amish Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Amish
by the way.
Intercourse?
Yeah.
Wow.
The brief history of Amish Intercourse.
Oh.
Well, you see, it's like churning butter, except with your nethers.
Anyway,
I didn't read this.
And I'm going to give props. I did not know Elijah Dean, the man dime, was billed as being from Intercourse, Pennsylvania. That is probably the best wrestling hometown since Truth or Consequences. So congratulate you on that.
Okay, and I kept messaging, and I don't know if he picked up on it. I was like, "I'm in Elijah Dean's hometown, guys," and nobody seemed to.
He wishes he was 6'9".
What's that?
I bet he wishes he was 6'9".
Well, I don't.
6'9" from Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyways, on that note,
I don't know what I just said, but Patrick, don't fuck off.
oh,
could have been
man.
anything. I don't know.
It could have been anything.
Could have been anything. in this
All right, on that note, hey, we had an assignment. It was Eminem versus the Hardy Boys from ECW's December to Dismember in 2006, December 2006, if you haven't figured that part out. Well, first, let's hear what one Jacob Edwin had to say about the match in his own review.
Hello, Wrestling Mayhem Show. This is your exclusive response to the weekly assignment from Professor Jacob Edwin. Now, this match, I mean, this six-man tag, can you call it a match? This was a fight through and through. They called it.
That's the wrong one. What is that one? That's the wrong video. What is that?
Sword.
That is the wrong one. Where did that go?
Not Real Professor. Real Professors actually timestamp their videos.
That is a
Sorg going ahead of the rest of the class.
That is a Sorg fumble right there. Hold on a second. We'll fix that in post.
I remember what Badger is probably telling me to fuck off for.
Okay.
It's the churning butter with your nethers comment.
Oh God, I missed that one.
Sorg show title.
All right, write that one down. Write that one down.
Churning butter with your nethers.
Oh, I didn't download this one. I'm sorry about that. Here we go. Hold on a second. We're going to full screen this bitch, and then we're going to watch it. Here we go, as soon as it loads. I hope this is the right video.
Oh, boy.
It's not loading. It's not loading at all.
Oh, boy.
What's the worst that could happen?
What's the worst that could happen?
We don't need to hear
So what are your
opinion.
thoughts? What are your thoughts on this match? ECW December to Dismember. It was a fantastic tag match. Holy crap. I feel like at the time, this was like up-and-comers dream match with the old Stan Boys, the Hardy Boys. This was 2006. I think they'd already split and come back together once at least, right?
They're actually getting ready to break apart.
Yeah, they were talking about them breaking apart. Was there a draft? Because they talked about this could be the last time these guys wrestle together. Like, was there a draft that week or something? Maybe.
No, I don't think so. But I think they were on separate brands already.
Mm-hmm.
But because I think Matt was going to ECW or was in ECW, or that's why they could justify the match being on ECW. I think they wanted like one last run as a team.
Mm-hmm.
But Sorg, I watched this whole pay-per-view.
Did you watch the whole damn thing?
Yeah, I hit play. I just didn't stop hitting play. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Like this match is a lot of fun.
Yes.
It's very good. It's a precursor of terrible things to come.
Yes.
And I feel bad because the commentary just mentioned that Joey Mercury just got back from injury.
Oh no.
And spoiler alert, he's about to have a much worse injury.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but it was a great moment. Like I say, it was a long match. It was some great tag team action. And by the way, I think I've queued the proper video. Let's go to that real quick, and we'll be right back with the rest of our thoughts if I didn't screw this up again.
Okay, so this tag match, the Hardy Boys versus Eminem with Molina. So Eminem, all of them included. Several elements I love about this whole thing. Eminem, green as grass. You can tell they are in there with the Hardys, and they know it. And they may be in over their heads, but boy, do they try to bring it. I mean, Morrison, now at the time, Nitro, absolute athletic ability, talent, just pouring out of them. And you've got Joey Mercury, who everyone knows now is a very talented backstage personality, and teacher, and guide and all that. He brings this intensity that the group needed, because Nitro kind of had his head in the clouds, whereas Mercury brought this tenacity and this grit. Joey Styles and Taz on commentary. Boy, do I miss that combo. I mean, they had fun, but they were themselves, and then they did the job. You know, they absolutely knew exactly what they were there to do. And then the Hardy Boys, who so often now are thought of in different lights because of Matt Hardy's different, faux personalities, and Jeff Hardy just in and out of, trouble. But these guys are tag team veterans. They know what they're doing out there. They know what they're doing in the ring. They have it down to a science. I mean, I almost have to ask what happened. But man, I enjoyed this as a fan at times. I really did, because the Hardy Boys are such artists and such scientists at this, absolute scientists. All right, let's hear what you pea-brained folk have to say about it on the Wrestling Mayhem show.
Yeah. So anyways,
Science.
I enjoyed, like, even from Hardy's, I felt like stuff I never saw from them. Like, there was this one point where the two of them picked up, I think, Joey Mercury by his hands and feet, and we like wheelbarrow slingshot him around. Was fantastic. There's a swanton on top of both of them, which looks like they should have rolled in instead of out, because it was a pretty direct. Poor Johnny Nitro. Like I said, this was the up and comers, who, by the way, were already 3 times champ, tag team champs at this point. And
yeah, not exactly green as grass. Quote-unquote professor would say.
Well, in comparison, I mean, you watch Nitro, you know it's not the same Nitro you watch today, or Morrison at that point, right?
Well, yeah, but they weren't green as grass.
Right. I think it still is a comparative thing. They were definitely.
Joey Mercury was in the original ECW.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was.
Like, yeah.
Mm.
Like right before it ended, but.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
Okay.
he joined with oh God, Matthews and York.
Okay.
He was with Christian York.
Okay. Okay. Time frame notwithstanding of that.
2000, 2001, something like
Right.
that. So it's not like he was brand new. Like
No. But I mean, there's people who've been around 6 years that still need a little bit of polish, right? At this point, that would have been like maybe 5 or 6 years into the game. So maybe, I don't entirely know his time frame, but still, but it was good. It was some great tag team wrestling. It was a nice long tag team match. It was like not peak Hardy's, but like peak-ish, just past peak Hardy's at this point. So
Matt was in real good shape.
yes, he was.
Matt was in real good shape. Like I think this is around the time he's getting ready for his singles run in ECW.
Mm-hmm. And I forget that there's more ECW after this, because I thought it all fell apart after this.
No, they never had another
Pay-per-view.
They never had another pay-per-view.
So they switched it up. We still had Mark Henry, big silver belt, Bobby Lashley going for that, stuff like that coming up. Yeah, I think New Blood was still about to happen. Is that right?
Bobby Lashley won the title at this pay-per-view.
At this pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Feuded with Mark. But did they have the big belt?
Well,
by
I
then?
mean, still to come after this pay-per-view is Vince McMahon, ECW champion.
Fuck.
Yes.
I mean, and this is, I feel like I have to say it out loud. This is the pay-per-view that broke Paul Heyman. I mean, this is the one that he was like, he could take no more. And after his influence is gone is kind of how things shake out after that.
No, absolutely. So, but that was classic. Matt, do you have any thoughts or memories of this match?
No, I'm sorry. I skipped my homework. I was not paying attention to what I had to do before I did my impromptu run-in.
Right.
But I do remember there being a lot of excitement about this match at the time to see it happen, because it was almost a bit of a dream match, a bit of a battle of generations, because the Hardys did have that veteran cred. And yes, even though Joey Mercury had been around for a while, he was kind of like the Jannetty of the tag team, for lack of a better term, and Johnny Nitro and Molina were kind of the understudies, so to speak, who still had some things to learn. It was a good combo. I liked Eminem a lot. It's a shame that way things ended for them. But
absolutely. But
yeah, the match was just really, really good and solid. The rest of the pay-per-view, do not recommend.
It is amazing because, I have my memory berries about how bad this pay-per-view went, and then watching this match, I'm like, wow, I must have had a really good feeling about this show during this match, at least, right? And I think the turn comes when Sabu gets injured and gets put out of the Elimination Chamber, and
quote unquote injured,
and you have from what you watch, Mike, and you have the audience yelling bullshit over that promo. that pretty much shapes it up for you, I think.
Yeah, and plus the next it's not like the next matches were feuds lit of hot fire.
No.
The only major other thing to happen on this pay-per-view was Michael Keogh Knoxville leaving Kelly to be destroyed by Ariel.
Mm-hmm.
And actually the full-blood Italians, the Tony Guido, Tony Mamaluca and Lil Guido, they have a fun little match. They're actually very good.
Mm-hmm. They are.
They're just against Turkai and Elijah Burke, which wasn't the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
Was not the
You
greatest.
got Davari, Tommy Dreamer. You got and remember the Elimination Chamber had Lashley, Big Show, Test, Rob Van Dam, Hardcore Holly, CM Punk. Was Hardcore Holly the replacement for Sabu?
Yes. And Holly, Test, and Big Show were all in a group with Heyman.
Mm.
So the first guy eliminated in the chamber was CM Punk, which drew huge boos.
Mm-hmm.
The next guy eliminated was RVD, which drew huge boos. So it wasn't a solid. The match is fun, but not a solid.
If you take it out of the context of where they were and where the fans were versus where WWE wanted to go, if you took that separation out of it, it was probably executed fine, right?
Yeah.
So.
And Tina, it was not Test's last WWE pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
It was not. I looked this up last week. I remember he had a count-out loss for the ECW title almost a year later.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Boy. Oh, boy. I have a side conversation in the Wrestling Mayhem Show Facebook group. You can too be distracted by pizza bites, and now I need to get some pizza bites.
So Sorg, what's our homework this week?
Our homework for this week. Let's find out what that is. I'm guessing it's going to be a 6-man tag since I screwed that up. Let's see what the professor has to say.
Not a real professor.
Hi, class.
Hi.
My name is Professor Jacob Edwin, here with another weekly assignment.
Yes.
This one goes back to 1989, February 11th. Now, this is the match before the match. This is the match that really makes you want the match, you know? You'll find out here in a moment. This is the Road Warriors and Paul Ellering in phenomenal shape. If you've only seen him most recently on NXT with the Authors of Pain, this is going to surprise you. Paul Ellering against the Varsity Club, who I am biased to, as you might imagine, college-educated, college athletes, everything I'm about, something I could have fit right in. But we have this match that is ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Bowling shoe ugly as JR, who is on commentary for this very match, along with Jim Cornette. This is a very ugly match. So please watch and let me hear what you have to say, because this is kind of a off the beaten path for an assignment. You can respond in comments on Facebook, on Instagram. You can support me at prowrestlingtees.com/Jacob Edwin. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all with @JacobEdwin. And you can find my response to this exclusively on Wrestling Mayhem Show. Find them on Facebook and we'll listen to their podcasts every week.
That's us.
Thank you.
So, by the way,
Did he say when this was?
I think we were sighing over it whenever he was telling us what date it was.
Yeah, he didn't say a show. He just said.
No, he gave us the date, but we were so busy groaning over the 6-man tag.
It is available on YouTube as well. But we'll have that all on there. I don't know if it's on the network, to be quite honest.
No, Sorg, what show is it?
It looks like it's Saturday night. I do believe. Okay. Hold on a second. I'm about to drop it in the
6:05.
6:05, baby.
All right.
Yeah. All I need is the date, man. That's all right. That's all right.
That's not all you need. That's not what a teacher does, Sorg.
Listen,
you know what? I'm excited to watch some late '80s TV show wrestling. Outside of the pay-per-view confines.
I'm not excited to watch the Varsity Club.
I am not excited to watch the Varsity Club.
Yeah.
Neither am I.
Yeah, because the only thing I remember about the Varsity Club was Kevin Sullivan had a ball gag in his mouth, and I can never unsee that.
Oof.
Mm.
Oof.
That's a real thing. That's sadly a real disturbing thing.
Yeah, there's two parts to it, but no, it is on YouTube if you don't have the network. And I'm not entirely clear if it's on the network either because I don't know if this is something that would
It doesn't
be on
look like it. If it's a Saturday night, they only have 92 and 93.
there. Right. Yeah, it is marked as a Saturday night on here too. So,
Oh God.
but yes, so that is your assignment. We will watch that, begrudgingly or not, Mike.
I love the fact that he is basically giving us homework we'll hate. It's his
Yeah, he even says it's not a good match.
This is not a good match.
I'm sorry. I thought this was the whole point of your fucking gimmick, quote unquote, professor.
I'm like, he's like, here, watch this terrible match and let us know what you think. And I'm like, what if I like it? I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen, but
there you go. Hey, we've had all kinds, man. I mean, it takes all kinds of wrestling, and there are significant things in this match.
I doubt it.
Being a good match is sometimes not the point of the match, Mike.
That's not what you tell me all the time.
Sometimes.
You're literally reversing every single thing you've told me about wrestling.
Mike, half of the lies I say are not true.
God damn it.
Mike, I want to know what everybody learned from wrestling this week. That includes you guys out in the live chat room on Facebook. Who wants to go first? Mike needs a second, so
I learned I don't want to watch this match.
I want to know if Paul Ellering comes out with a Alaska magazine. But Matt, what'd you learn from wrestling this week, or maybe more properly, New Japan potentially?
Man, I learned so much. I learned who the Great O'Khan is.
Yeah, I saw that clip today.
He showed up. He's friends with Will Ospreay now. So good times for them. Great times for everyone else. Yeah, I learned. Geez, should I double back to Jay White? I learned Jay White is one hell of a heel, and we're gonna miss him a lot when he's gone, and we have no choice but to cheer him. We're gonna miss these days when he was such an absolute jerk. We're gonna miss these days. So.
Okay, Tina, enlighten me. It is on the network.
Okay, good.
It's on the network. It's under WCW.
Okay.
Just look under WCW. There's oh boy. There's yeah, here it is.
Good, because that YouTube quality did not look great.
Nope.
So.
No, I was not looking forward to watching it on YouTube.
No,
I'd rather watch it. Oh wow, and it looks like a coronavirus show. There are not a lot of people watching this.
What?
It's very socially distant with the crowd, Sork.
Well, I think is it a studio taping?
It's a studio taping. There are maybe 20 people in there.
Is there
They got
somebody?
the COVID-19 fans in attendance.
Is it
COVID 1989?
Is there somebody is a kid with stuffed animals in the front row?
No, I wish.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? It's the Varsity Club, so that might be their fuck toy.
It was the 80s. There's a lot of coke.
Is there a Varsity Club backstory I'm not familiar with? Because I thought they were just, we wrestled in college, so now we're here.
Matt. There's a promo that Kevin Sullivan cut, and there are several promos where Rick Steiner had a ball gag in his mouth, or Kevin Sullivan did. One of them did. It's unnerving.
Yo, it was the
gonna try to
80s.
avoid this.
It was the 80s. There was a lot of cocaine. Like, let's just state that as a fact.
To quote the great philosopher, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Hell of a drug. the great philosopher. Damn it. I can't.
I'm trying to think of what.
I'm just kind of halted on because why can't I get the image of Rick Steiner with a ball gag out of my head? And now it's smashing in my head with watching the Effie Marco stunt match. So it's all coming together.
It's all a rich tapestry.
It's a rich, diverse tapestry. Yes, in wrestling, I learned. Pause for collecting it myself. No, geez, I don't know what I learned. There wasn't a lot of wrestling for me this weekend. I was just catching up
I
on my
learned
stuff.
that they should never have split up the Iconics.
That is definitely true. That is definitely true.
I learned they should never have done that. Like, if you just wanted Peyton to wrestle singles, fine. Billy can be a manager. Just get her the fuck away from Lacey Evans.
Mm-hmm. Please, please, please. I learned no, I'm not saying that one on the air. Try to be good this week. We've already had so much. No, I got nothing.
Sorry, say it. Say it.
I learned where the Man Dime is from in Intercourse, Pennsylvania. I also learned that the Beast Man attended a midget wrestling show in Tennessee.
Sounds like a mismatch.
Attended. I believe attended. From what I understand.
Was he the ring?
Was he the ring?
It's possible.
I mean, it's been done before.
Listen, I think I'm going to see that. I think I'm going to see him very soon, and I'm going to have so many questions for him from this trip. Because like he did a lot of Tennessee things, and if he walks in with some cowboy boots, I'm going to be like, dude, Cowboy Beast Man. Anyways.
That sounds like a knockoff He-Man figure.
It does. Oh my God, this is not wrestling related or anything, but some people will appreciate it. I listened to this podcast called It's a Thing, which is fantastic.
Okay.
And they read their Patreon. They give great Patreon shout outs at the end in like a style, like they'll do it as a script or they'll do it to music or something like that. They did it in the style of bad He-Man characters.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I really appreciated that one. I got to send that to Dutters too. But that has nothing to do with wrestling though.
I learned that Funko is coming out with Lucha Libre Marvel Pops.
What?
Yeah, it's a thing.
They're in the mashup mode. I also learned that every time I walk into a Walmart, which isn't often anymore,
an angel gets its wing.
I'm one step closer. More like the other way. An angel. No, an angel. Damn it. I'm one step closer to purchasing the Masters of the Universe WWE figures.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I almost had a Roman Reigns. They always have the ring.
I actually saw an AEW title toy at my local Walmart.
There's always a title and the ring.
Mm-hmm. That's our Walmart too.
If I also when I do go, I'm seeing if there is I do the same thing. I see if there's AEW figures because they like BT's trained me for it. And if I see a Young Bucks one, I'm gonna tweet them. I'm sure everybody does that finds them, but yeah, that's there. All right. Guys, it's been fun. It's been interesting. It's been an emotional roller coaster.
Sorg, we got lessons from the chat room.
Oh, fantastic. I'm sorry, my thing isn't loading. Go ahead.
Dave said he learned that it was happier to shut down a podcast than watching Raw last night. Fair. And Tina learned that she's going to need a leave watching Hell in a Cell because they're bringing back the Red Cage, and that is also fair.
Guys, it's been fun. Again, check out Indy. I don't think I put it on you. I don't know. Whatever. Production's hard this time of night. Go check out, of course, Indy Mayhem Show. Check out We're Live Monday nights for the Monday Mayhem Warriors. I think that it's still going to continue while I'm on the road without me. You guys can work that out. Mainstream Matt and Mike, apparently. We do have a Mayhem studio south with Mainstream Matt now between everything that's going on over there. We had
graphics for our chat for our draft.
I've got half your audio equipment, Sorg. I mean, what more can I say?
You do. I have been shifting them. When you hand me down all the audio equipment, it's stuff. It kind of works out. If I had webcams, any more webcams, I'd send you those too. So, no, that's great. That's great.
Is that you casting shade on my webcam, Sorg?
It's a little
Was
rough.
that a little subtle dig at my
You
webcam?
could use a little better.
Not good.
We can make that better. It's a laptop. Come on, man.
We'll work. It's just a simple
It's not against you,
laptop.
man. If you had a MacBook, it's gonna be a shit webcam. So,
Yeah,
It's
I understand.
Yeah,
I'm
you know,
sorry.
it's
I
okay.
tried to do better.
It's okay. Santonio Holmes had the worst webcam as anybody of the feed we did a couple weeks ago. So I mean, and it's if anybody should have a good webcam, it's Santonio Holmes, right? I think he can afford it.
Yeah.
So, it's not. They joked about it. There was a bowling trash talk-a-thon that we produced with our friends at Yajagov. So that was a trip. So he was trash talking with some people from like Rorick Auto and UPMC and UPS. It was Mancini's Bread apparently.
Nice.
It was wild. So that's over on the Santonio Holmes Facebook page. And I think I've disconnected. It's one of those, like, I don't want to accidentally broadcast the Wrestling Mayhem show to, like, his page or any of these other clients or anything, like the Jazz or something like that. They're like, what is this going on? It's like, oh, ignore that. Ignore that. I might have done that.
Hello, sports fans.
Jagoff may have gotten a little bit of Awesome Cast one week, so. But, no, it's all good. It's all good. It happens. So, thank you so much, everybody who's joined us. Again, thank you to our Patreon supporters. Thank you, everybody that hangs on with us through the chat room, through this madness here. It is a mayhem party. I hope we help you blow off some steam. I think some steam was definitely blown off tonight. But we'll see you guys next time. It's been so much fun. Mayhem out.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.